What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you had a great New Year's Eve if you see my last video. If not, by any chance, go check that out. It's just a quick recap of the year, but it is Monday. So anyway, happy New Year's, January 3rd. It is Monday, guys. We have delivered our morning load in Decatur, Alabama. We are now down in Northport, if I say that right. That's where we at, Northport. Let's see, let me make sure I give you the right information starting off the year, right? Yeah, Northport, Alabama, just west of Birmingham on 20. We're picking up our next load. It's a load of steel pipe. We're gonna have to tarp it. I haven't picked one of these in a while. It's about 46,300 pounds according to the paperwork that I have, or at least the list that I have. And that's where we gotta take. We're taking this to Maryland. That's where we're headed. But welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you had a great holidays. We got a little bit of snow in Tennessee, in Knoxville this morning when I woke up. Just a little light snow in Knoxville. The funny part was that as closer to Alabama I got, the colder it got. So where Knoxville is just higher, more to the east, yet the snow wasn't as heavy. It was actually kind of melting. Ashley called me this morning. It's about 1 o'clock right now. She called me this morning when she woke up, told me it was still there, you know, when nobody stepped on it or whatever. But the roads are clean and clear. There was a little bit of on, what was it, 72, alternate 72, 565, right before you get to Decatur, coming from 72 from 24. So a little bit of ice right there on that bridge area. And they seem to have had a bad accident this morning on the eastbound side, but the westbound side was clear. Just a little bit of slush, a lot of more slush ice. I slowed it down there for a little bit, for about 10 minutes or so, and then everything else is being clean and clear, thank God. But we're gonna get heading east, so we're gonna keep our eye on it, because that storm right now is going through that today. The rest of today, probably to a little bit tonight. So, but tomorrow should be pretty much clear for what I've seen in the forecast. So we're just keeping an eye, because we are in winter, baby. We are in winter. I hope you have had a great day so far. Kind of getting back in tune, you know, after you sit for about a week and a half like I did, but you sit several days at home. Is it hard to live home? Yeah, a little bit. Right now, not so much, because like I want to be home more days than I already have, you know, but definitely leaving Ashley there kind of just messed up. But other than that, we're good. We're ready to go. You know, we need to make some money. So in the next couple of months, we're going to be getting ready to do taxes, talking to a tax expert, making sure my paperwork is all together, and getting ready for that. So, but we are here waiting. I am waiting to get loaded. We're in line. We were in the door. We're just outside the door. They're finishing with a company driver. We're early. We got here at 12:40. Our appointment was set for 2:30. So right now it's 1:08 Central Time. We're going back east. We're going to lose an hour. I only have about 4 hours of drive time left on my clock, because we drove about three and a half hours this morning, and then it was about two hours deadhead here. So I have 4.5 hours time of drive time. I have about 6 hours, a little under 6 hours on my 14-hour clock. So hopefully we can get loaded and tarped before that starts hitting my drive time, which we should, hopefully, but that's where I'm crossing my fingers. Otherwise, we'll probably stick it out and do a split here. But we're gonna get loaded. We said on the last video yesterday that we are getting back to basics. I'm gonna try to capture a little bit of the loading, if they allowed me over here, loading the steel pipe, which you haven't probably seen in this channel in a while, and which is gonna be straps, and then we gotta tarp it. It is steel pipe, or we'll talk about the load and all that when we get loaded. So we've been waiting for about an hour and 20 minutes. Finally pulled in the door, but while we're waiting, I decided I'm hungry. So we are making ourselves grilled cheese. With ham, of course, because that's a ham and cheese grilled sandwiches. This is the George Foreman smokeless grill. It's one of the grills that I suggest to consider buying for your truck. It's a plug-in. It doesn't have temperature control. You plug it in, but you can make your burgers, chicken, steak, sandwiches, hot sandwiches, anything that you normally put on the grill, and it is smokeless. Smokeless meaning it doesn't throw smoke. You know, you might see, depending on the food, you might see a little bit of smoke, of course, because it's heat, grease, whatever, but it dissipates. But it's just what I use to grill my sandwiches or make my chicken steaks, whatever. This is what I've been using almost for a year now. Definitely recommend it. Good morning, guys. Good morning. It is Tuesday, the next day that we picked up. We were there a while last night. We didn't get out of there till about 7, just before 7:30. You guys took 3.5 hours. We were there since 12:30. We didn't leave. They didn't finish loading us till 5:20, almost 5:30. A little annoying. But we got loaded. But because of that reason, I was trying to, you know, I wanted to hurry up and trying to secure and tarp. But I'll show you our load here before we leave this morning. We got a few minutes for our 10-hour break is up. Go out a little breakfast with champions. Get a little yogurt this morning. But we are, again, we picked up some steel. And I told you it was like 46,300 pounds when I got the paperwork. 47,777 pounds. I did scale it, and we are actually 78,200 pounds. They did at least a good job of loading the pieces in the right position. Numbers are good. We're like 34,000. I got the scale ticket right here. So 34,220 on the trailer. Like I'm saying, because we got split axle, we can be 20,000 on each. 32,920 on the drives, 11,060 in the steers, total 78,200. So we're heavy, which is good. We're gonna be watching the weather. It's sunny here, but cold. We're just outside of Birmingham, north on 59, and we're gonna go 59, 24, 75 to 40. 40 turns into 81, 40, 81 to 66 in Washington. We're watching Maryland because the weather over there, they got a lot of snow. They got about 6-8 inches of snow or so more. So a lot of pictures on the Facebook groups where they've stopped. A lot of people stopped because of it. I saw an accident. Somebody posted black ice last night right when we stopped. So we're going to keep an eye on that. It's a whole driving day, and want to make it out there safe and sound. So keep it posted. I'm going to set up the camera, charge it a little bit, and get our day going. So
wave, my inner soul make a village glow. You can see the real through my inner scope. Real grows with a feel cold. Get my spirit to the pen stroke. Young Westbrook and the rim is low. Sweet tang when I fall through. When I hit the queen with the give and go. I've been getting close, I've been feeling go. I've been in a mode when my pupils dilated. Take the beat and then annihilate it till the siren faded. Fuck a violation, I've been going places. It's no escaping how I ride my wave and chasing Percy Mills with no limitation. Carve a smile with they straight faces. Therapeutic, self-medicated, I've been doing fine for a low life. Seeing clear through the low lights. Straight gas for the stove light. Chasing green, all I know is to go. They send my pro when the show's right. Third finger to my old life. I can't lose. Count up the blue. Spend nothing, reboot. Put on for the crew. It's a coup. Don't got no roof, so I can shoot for the star, baby, yeah.
Heart race, pounding.
So I can shoot for the star,
Sky
so I can shoot.
Knoxville, West Knoxville. Still some snow out here. Home sweet home. And I'm sure we're gonna get stopped here, most likely. Oh, this thing didn't beat. Gotta go in. Bypass is not working. Unknown minus. We're 78,200 pounds, so I'm sure they're gonna want to stop us just about every scale. Just bypassing everybody.
Yeah, good luck with that. I wonder what this bear's doing sitting here on the right-hand side of this exit. I just wondered if he's going to stop us from going that way to get to 11.
Well, guys, you can see we're here in Towns Brooks, Virginia. Just for the 66, which is what we're going to take tomorrow to our delivery. Hope you guys can hear me all right. There's an accident about a mile ahead, which we don't have to worry about. It's a little bit of traffic here. People trying to figure out, I guess, going right to 11 to try to get around the accident. But most of these guys are going to a truck stop. We did reserve parking because this is the closest truck stop to it. So we did reserve parking. Just trying to get to this love that's here too, across this from this Pilot. Try to park there because that's where I got you. But most likely he's already full. So wanted to make sure I have parking. So sometimes I squeeze that guy crossing is because there's no parking at the low, so he's looking for parking. So we made the right choice to reserve parking at the Pilot.
At your destination on the left side. Most travel stop number 305.
Busy truck stop. Let's see if we can get some room to park. Look at this driver to move. Come on, get out the way. See this lane lines real good. Alright guys, so we're gonna call it a night. This is the end of the day. We're gonna call it a night. Tomorrow we deliver. We are about 2 hours from our delivery. This is the closest truck stop here in Tunbrooks to where we're gonna deliver tomorrow in Capitol Heights, Maryland. So we don't have a reload scheduled yet. I called a couple of reloads for tomorrow options. Didn't like the few ones that they had available because it's going further north or north central Michigan over there, and they got a winter storm warning already right now, so don't want to head that way. Wanted to stay Ohio or south of Ohio, or try to get like Charlotte, North Carolina, or Kentucky, or back Tennessee. So we're gonna just check tomorrow and pray we can find something. I would like to pick up something that delivers Thursday, so we can get a settlement in on Friday morning, but before the weekend. financially that would be the best thing. But it really all depends on where what we find. So rates out of this area of Maryland are not, they're staying around $225 a mile, somewhere, give or take a few. So they're not the greatest. But this rate on this load is good. So $350 a mile to the truck, which is good. And I know you guys hear about $7 a mile and shit on some owner ops. I know they're out there, but most of that is bullshit. I guarantee some of it is bullshit. Some people are good, some is just YouTube videos. That's why you gotta do your research when you're in owner op. You gotta do your research, get into lease purchase and stuff, so you know what the average rate is going in the country and the area. And there is a website. I'll try to look it up and put it right here on the screen. But there's a website you can find the information. It tells you what the average rates for loads are. Definitely, yeah, there's some highers and there's some lowers. I see YouTube video titles with $7 a mile rate. Yeah, you can get lucky with something like that, but it's usually a lot of waiting or a lot of trouble. And because I have done it, but like very short, like 200 miles, whatever. But it's comparing like you did 100 miles and you got paid $600. So yeah, it's a good rate per mile for what you're doing, but money-wise, the amount of money is really not getting paid that much. It's just, it is what it is. So $600 on pay the bills. We're gonna look tomorrow anyway and see what we find, whether we're gonna go to home this weekend or not. I don't know. I'm not necessarily pushing for it, like I have to be at home this weekend, because we just came from almost 2 weeks of being at home and we need to get the wheels rolling. So if there's a load that gets me through the house for the weekend, great. If not, then we don't. We're gonna keep rolling. But for sure next weekend we are gonna be home for sure at the minimum. But this weekend I'm not too worried about it, and Ashley's aware of that. So, but we're gonna go inside, use the restroom, then come back, get dinner, and get ready to sleep and relax. Tomorrow's another day. Good morning guys. Hope you guys can hear me all right. If you saw, we are in Washington, Maryland already. This morning we got about 20 minutes, 13 miles to get to our destination. You guys probably heard, I'm sure everybody heard about the 6 feet of snow that landed here yesterday or Monday. And we are trying to get out of this area because another storm is coming tomorrow. So that is the plan, trying to get out of here. We do have a reload. We have to go further up towards PA. We're gonna need to go further up towards PA, Chester, Pennsylvania, to get that reload. So you guys know I-95 is shut down. They reopened it, actually. I heard on the radio they opened it early this morning or last night, I think it was. One lane, I'm sure, but we don't want to go in that direction. A lot of the loads that are coming out of here were going back, northwest. And I'm not trying to go in that direction because that storm's on that area, and just trying to stay away from the worst areas as best as possible. Say yesterday, the rates over here are to the truck for us is like $250 a mile, give or take, and this load is about the same. We're going to Charlotte, North Carolina on the reload, but that's probably going to be on the next video. But we're going to deliver this load and then get going. This is my baby calling, so we'll get back to you guys later. What's up, guys? Good morning. We're here at our destination. We got to make the delivery. I am waiting for them to give me the go ahead and set up to park so I can untarp this thing and get unloaded. Things are so fishy on this side of town, this side of the country right now, that they offered me 2 loads. They found me 2 possible loads, and they both got taken away because customer wasn't going to be ready to load them even though they were on the board. So a little bit annoying on that. So right now we don't have a load, and there's another winter storm coming this way tonight to the east, northeast area, and I'm trying to get out of here. So I'm even willing to deadhead wherever I got a deadhead to get out of here. I don't want to be stuck in snow. So yeah, definitely don't want to be stuck in the snow. I don't want to do that. There was another one that was available to pick up tomorrow, but again, this snowstorm is further up in PA to pick up. I will probably get stuck up here anyway, so I don't know what's up with the shippers over here, but it sucks. Rates are not as good. It's like Texas. The rates are not very good in Texas right now, but I'm just trying to get away from the storm if I can. And so I'm waiting right now in the office, but we're waiting on getting unloaded. So let me turn you guys around so you guys can see. This is a small place, and we're going to have to maneuver either into this place over here. So let me show you real quick as much as I can. So if you guys can see right there, the door's to the right where that small flatbed truck is right there. That's where the door is, towards the left of the truck. We either have to pull in that space on tarps and secure, then pull into the door, and then back into that space right here to my left and get out. But I'm planning to pull in there and back in instead, so that way it's easier to pull out. But either way, we got to maneuver in that space. That guy just parked that pickup truck up there, which is not a big of a deal, but yeah, cleared up the area for me, and now he just put another truck there. So, oh man, it's not one thing is another. But yeah, that's what we're waiting for. That's where we have to maneuver to. So I guess they're unloading that flatbed. They was parked over there where that pickup truck is parked right now. They're unloading that. So waiting for them to unload that, I guess, and let me pull in there and get ready to untarp. But I'm gonna start taking some of these bungees off. So catch you guys up in a minute. Hey guys, sorry for a little while. You can see it's nighttime, but we had to drive the hour reload after we got unloaded there, which I know it cut off a little bit because they took forever. They weren't finished at 1 o'clock, and we got there at 9:30. So I call and fight for detention on that. So we'll check it, update on that tomorrow. But the load that I could get, that gets me back down south, that paid well, and it was worth the deadhead. Endicott, New York. That's where we at. So we drove 5 hours. Put some fuel in, we drove 5 hours. Sorry I didn't show none of that, but I had the GoPro charging because it died waiting on this guy to unload me. I thought he would be faster than that. Yeah, we drove 5.5 hours. We got here and some nighttime loading. Getting loaded at night. Long as deadhead. But it's paying good rate. Everything in that area, I told you guys earlier on the video that it was paying around $225 to $250 a mile if you got lucky on some things. But I got offered 2 other loads and they weren't going to be ready when they rechecked. They had to call me back and take them off because customer shipper wasn't going to be ready with them till later. So I called a couple of people. Everything was a little further deadhead anyway, but the money wasn't really there. This one, I've been here before in Endicott. We've been here before. Definitely you guys have been here with me. It's piping, plastic piping. They're just starting to get us loaded. It's 2 stops, but it's like a partial pallet. That is the first stop and everything else going to the other stop, so it's no big deal. But it's going to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Now we're gonna end the video here after we finish getting loaded and secure, because I'm just gonna head home. It's through Knoxville. We're gonna go through Knoxville. We're gonna go back 81, 40. We're gonna stop home. We should be able to get home, maybe lucky, get home tomorrow. After I get loaded and secure, I'm gonna try to go about 100 miles to a Petro for the night, and that should give me enough head start where I will have about 640 miles to do tomorrow, and should get us to home in Knoxville tomorrow evening, afternoon, early afternoon, around 6ish, depending on what time we get out of here tonight, of course. But that should get us home tomorrow evening. I'm gonna do a 34 at home, and then Sunday we'll get back on the road to Baton Rouge to deliver early Monday. So that's the plan. What I can say about plastic pipes, for the rookies coming in, if you're loading plastic pipe, it's no tarp, of course. You probably seen them on the road if you're driving around. It's white or blue or kind of like greenish teal piping, different sizes. You have to tie that. It moves. The bundles are going to move. No matter the size, they're going to move and adjust as you get going on the road. It's very light. It's only 25,000 pounds. Usually at the most, you'll get about 30,000 pounds. So it's not a heavy load, and you'll put it real tight. But as soon as you stop for the first time, 50 miles or 100 miles, if you go that far, when you stop to do your safety check, you're gonna have to tie those areas again. So piping moves and adjusts, and it's plastic, so they slip and slide a little bit within each other. So you always want to make sure to tighten the pipe real tight. All right, we're getting loaded, we're doing that, and then heading home. So we're gonna end the video here. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, like, subscribe if you're liking the content, guys. See you in the next one. Wolf Friday out. Peace.